Yo, what is up, family? Billy back with another Chicago Sports Paradise. Look, we got a new set, right? Moved into the new place a couple months ago. Just started getting it going. Let me know what you think about the new set, right? So we're back with Chicago Sports Paradise. Take a second, press that subscribe button, help me out, comment, it'll help you out because you get more content from me, right? And then it'll help me out because it'll motivate me to put up more content. You know, we move around in a circle. So here today, we're going to talk about yesterday's dub. Yesterday's preseason win from the Bears over Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs with big time quarterback Patrick Mahomes. It's preseason, so we weren't really expecting Patrick Mahomes to get too much playing time. I wasn't expecting him to play at all, but I think he played a drive, came out with a touchdown, which, you know, looks good for him, I guess, right? Bodes well for their team. We got to see Justin Fields play. I think he got 14 snaps, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I'm a bit above professional now, so I wrote everything down. Right? I wrote everything down. He ended up getting 7 snaps. My bad. He got 7 snaps. He went 4 for 7, which, you know, pretty good percentage, around 60-ish% for 48 yards, which isn't all good. But, you know, it's preseason, so his stats aren't going to be through the roof, right? No touchdowns. We had Trevor Siemian, which is our backup quarterback, come in. He went 7 for 13. Pretty good stats, right? Not quite 50%, but okay, I guess, for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns. The 2 touchdowns we needed to secure the win, right? Excuse me, our quarterback number 3, Nathan Peterman, which I actually thought that we should have. I remember him I wanted us to take him out of the draft. I forget exactly which draft he came out of, but I thought we should have taken him out of the draft. So I'm actually pretty curious to see what he does on our team. You know, he's quarterback 3, which is, you know, low on the depth chart, but still, you get Justin Fields getting injured, God forbid, that doesn't happen, right? And then all of a sudden, he's your backup, you know? Something happens to Trevor Siemian, and God forbid, hopefully that doesn't happen. You got him coming in as a starter. Nathan Peterman, he came out of the draft, I think, strong-arm kid, you know? He went 4 for 6, pretty good numbers for 36 yards, no touchdowns. It's fine, you know, pretty good for a third-string quarterback. Now we move on to rushing the ball. Not really worried about the Chiefs stats, so let's not go there. If you're looking for Kansas City stuff, there's many Kansas City, you know, sports YouTubers that are out there that you could go get that information from. Right here, we talking Bears football, baby. All right, so we talk about rushing the football. Of course, this is preseason again, so you're gonna have a plethora of running backs running the ball, right? So nobody is gonna have huge, outstanding numbers. Nobody's gonna have 150 yard games. Everybody's gonna 20, 30 yards, maybe, you know, get a few rushes in there just to see how you run the ball, read the lanes, this and that, you know. So we had Evans. I forget his first, Parrington or something. Evans, he ran this ball 7 times for 20 yards, which is, you know, it's not a really good average per rush, but it's the preseason. So everybody's just kind of getting their legs under them, getting themselves a couple steps forward, you know. Khalil Herbert ran the ball 7 times for 20 yards. He's, I think, our backup or second string. Backup or third string. So that's pretty good. Tristan Ebner. Now, we took him out of the draft, I think 6th round, if I'm not mistaken. And He only ran the ball 6 times for 31 yards, little over 5 yards per carry, which is decent. Is really decent, and I think he had a catch for a touchdown too. So he did pretty well, and he popped off of the screen while I was watching. I got the shout out to my parents that called me, that video chatted me, so I was able to watch the game. I was on the road driving, so I really wasn't. So I was able to stop and watch every now and then, when I'd stop to pick up delivery or drop off or whatever, I'd be able to stop for a few minutes and check it out, again. But for the most part, I was listening to the game. And you just heard the commentators talk about him, Tristan Ebner, he looks good running the ball, he looks good running routes. So let's look for Ebner. Well, I mean, all of these draft picks we're going to look for. We're going to look Kyler Gordon. I don't think he played. What's his name? Jaquan Brisker is looking good. He had 4 tackles and 3 solo tackles. And he's looking to get in the business, right? So then you had Tristan Ebner, some dude named Tuggle, running the ball 6 times for 22 yards, which is also decent. Let's talk about our receiving core. You got Tajay Sharp. Now, Tajay Sharp, from what I remember from hearing about when we traded for this guy, that he seems like he's a type of guy, kind of like an Equinemius St. Brown, where they were in other they were on other teams, didn't perform as well as maybe they hoped. Because let's get it straight, man. All of these guys are ballers, right? You're not gonna get into the NFL just being a regular ass type of football player, right? All of these guys are ballers. So in my estimation, you give them all a shot, right? So we got Tajay Sharp, we got Equinemius St. Brown. I think one or two more receivers that just didn't work on other teams, So you're giving us a fresh start. The Febreze brothers, you give them a fresh start, So I'm looking forward to it, seeing Tajay Sharp. Darnell Mooney comes down with a big catch for 26 yards on the sideline. Justin Fields just threw him up a jump ball, and Darnell Mooney came down with it. You gotta love that. Dante Pettis gets the catch for 25 yards. Daz Newsome and Tristan Ebner come down with a touchdown each. And then we'll move on to the defense. Linebacker named Sanborn. Please forgive me, I forget dude's first name, but he balled out. Of course, right, let's go over this again. It's preseason, so you're not expecting a lot big numbers from these guys, right? But Sanborn comes down with an interception over the middle. I remember watching that. That was awesome. He just comes away with 7 tackles. So an interception and 7 tackles. Not bad for a day's work. Jaquan Brisker, as I said, comes with 4 tackles. One of those was assisted. So he just swarmed to the ball, which you love to hear and love to see. Nicholas Morrow, I wrote him down just because I remember him from last year. Maybe a couple years. He may have been on this team for a couple years. Who knows, right? So our field goal, oh man, special teams balled out yesterday. We got Cairo Santos hit 2 for 2. Right, 2 for 2 field goals, which is good in a preseason game. I mean, you'd like to see him maybe get more reps. He's got practice and stuff like that. You'd like to see him get more reps. But if the field goal kicker doesn't get reps, that means we got in the end zone. We got in the end zone twice, right? We got in the end zone twice. I think we missed the second 2-point, so we got 13, right? We ended up with 19, so you got 2 field goals to that. 6 points to the 13, 19. Hey, my math is working. So Cairo Santos hits 2 for 2. One from 20. It was 20 to 29 yards is what the website said. So I just put 20 some, right? So, and then one from 40 some, which was good field goals, right? And then the punter, whoo, this guy, right? The punter punts 7 times for 298 yards. That's a pretty good day, man. That's a pretty good day. That's an average of 42.6 yards per punt. Pretty good punt. 3 of them, he puts the opposition inside the 20. I remember watching one where he put the opposition inside the 5, which I think this guy's going to be good for us. And his net average was 36.4 yards. I mean, that's good coverage. That's pretty good coverage, because the opposing team, I think they got like 23 yards, 23 return yards total. So you figure about 3-ish per return. That's fucking pretty awesome, man. All right. I just wanted to see y'all real quick. Let's recap this game. I'm so glad we got a win. I'm so grateful to my mom and dad for calling me so that I could watch it. I'm grateful for y'all, because there's been a few people that have asked me to come back and do this. To come back and so helping me with the motivation. You know, as I said, I just moved into a new place. You can kind of see I don't really have everything in place where it should be, you know, but I'll get better. I promise you I'll get better. I pulled out the dry erase board. You know, just let me know how y'all feel about everything. Let me know how y'all feel about the set. I got the Bears little throw over the couch. You know, let me know how y'all feel about all this stuff. Let me know how you feel about the set. I got another dry erase board over here that I might incorporate into these videos. I would like some feedback from y'all. Let me know. And to everyone that messaged me about doing this again, about starting up Chicago Sports Paradise from the front room again, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. I'm very grateful that I have all of y'all in my life. Thank you so much. And as I said, like the video, subscribe to the page. Matter of fact, pause the video right now and subscribe. Click that little red subscribe button. Put the alarm on notifications so y'all will get notified every single time I drop a video. Alright, I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully next time I see y'all again, we're recapping a Bears win. Right, we got a bunch of narratives that we can go through in these Bears, with these Chicago Bears. We got Roquan Smith narrative we can talk about. That's interesting. You know, we can go through these draft picks also. You know, talk about these draft picks. Put out a few different videos. All right, so thank y'all for joining me. Really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment. Give me an idea of how things are going. You know, you just want to talk about life, let's do it. You know, I love each and every one of y'all. So I look forward to hearing from y'all. All right, go Bears.